Hi, my name is Daniel Kimani, and welcome to the presentation our presentation of our project, the Smart E-Blanket. My name is Daniel Kimani. So our project makes use of the knowledge that we have gained from this unit, that is software engineering one, connecting the physical world and the cyber world. So we make use of sensors and the Arduino board and an actuator. Yeah. So the story behind our project. So when I came to this country, because I'm an international student from Kenya, the main problem that I faced after landing in this place is that it was pretty cold, and this came when it came to sleeping, I found it very uncomfortable because I couldn't sleep because it was pretty cold. My feet were really cold, and so I had to come up with a way of facing this, and I went to the store and bought myself blankets. But even with 3 blankets, I was still cold, and so I had to come up with. I went back to the store and bought an electric blanket. Yeah, it solved the problem of me getting cold during the night, but with this, it also brought up another problem: is that whenever I turned on the electric blanket and went to sleep, as I left it on during the night, it will get too hot for me that in the morning I will get up really sweaty, or I'll get up in the middle of the night to turn it off. And when I turn it off, it will get cold again, and then I'll be uncomfortable. So I had to we thought of this idea to come up with a way of making the electric blanket turn on and off automatically when it senses that the temperature is getting down or it's too hot. And so we'll make use of the temperature and humidity sensor for that. So the sensor will be the DHT22 temperature and humidity sensor. So whenever the temperature gets too cold, that is below 20 degrees Celsius, this sensor will send this this data to the Arduino board, and then the Arduino board will make the logical thinking of it. So the sensor will take in data every 5 minutes, and the sensor will be inbuilt. And then from there, the Arduino board has the code that whenever the temperature gets below 20 degrees, it should turn on, and whenever the temperature gets above 25 degrees, it should turn off the electric blanket. Hence, this is the condition that should be met if the electric blanket should be on, is that the temperature should not go below 20 and should not be above 25. Hence, the electric blanket will always be between your temperature will always be between 20 and 25. So the condition is in the loop, and hence we will repeat every 5 minutes. So for the actuator, we have come up with an LED whereby whenever the electric blanket is on, the LED will be on, and whenever it's off, it will be off. And also we have the switch of the electric blanket as another actuator, is that whenever the condition is met, the switch will be turned on, and if it's not, it will be turned off. So for the user stories, so we came up with these 3 user stories. First of all, the first user is someone who wants a blanket that has an inbuilt electric heating system. So this is possible because there are electric blankets in the market, and it's readily available in any store, i.e. Kmart. The second user is a customer. Hence, the customer wants an electric blanket that allows him or her to set temperature at which the blanket should automatically turn on and off, and hence the smart blanket. This is very easy, and the feature of this uh, hardware of this blanket will be that that the user wants the blanket itself to get in data that the temperature is between these two ranges. Hence the main feature will be the sensor and also the actuator. For the premium user, is a user who comes back with the electric blanket and wants it to be they wanted them to be able to set a time at which they can be able to turn on and off the electric blanket will be able to turn on and off automatically. Hence the other feature of this user will be a timer. For that we'll need a clock and also a screen and also a way for them to key in the time. Hence for this user the main feature will be a timer and also a screen and the buttons to key in the time, the groups and our roles. So my name is Daniel, and I produced the code, I analyzed and compiled the data that we collected, and I came up with the visual presentation, while my friend AJ collected the data and bought the required hardware and assembled the hardware. He took the pictures that we were required and came up with a visual presentation to the Bantam chart. So this is our Bantam chart. We started our project on the 2nd of September 2019 and finished it on the 13th of September 2019. The code is the code that will run this project is found in GitHub, and that's the link. And we came up with a visualization of the breakdown of our work, and we put it up in Trello. That's the link. So that's the hardware setup. The temperature and humidity sensor will take in the data, feed this data to the Arduino board. The Arduino board will make logic of this data and send what the actuator should do or not do. That's the picture of our project. We have the electric blanket, the Arduino board, and the temperature sensor. The challenges we faced: the first challenge we faced is that the electric blanket was expensive. It cost us $52 to buy an electric blanket. How to make the electric blanket turn on using the code we wrote instead of manually pressing a button, which is what the electric blankets have currently in the market. And 3, a way of connecting the electric blanket to the Arduino board. Those are the challenges we faced. Thank you. That's all. Bye for now.